going on YouTube? It's Trev. All right, so we're going to talk about some updates, some L1 task force stuff, and we need to talk a little bit about the future, okay? So first, let's quickly just go through this, and this is the GitHub. We've got a meeting coming up on Friday. It's an optional meeting for the COC, but I like to try to catch them as much as I can. It's basically just a review at the end of each sprint as to, what was accomplished, what wasn't accomplished, or whatever, right? So far, everything has been accomplished that has meant to be accomplished and more, okay? So on Friday, we will go over this backlog, and I may see some things moved into different columns at that point, because every day they're working on all this stuff, and I'll come to you with the final at the end of the sprint, which is, we know, is a 2-week period, and then Monday begins a new sprint, and we will talk about I'm sure what's going to actually happen or be put into that sprint there, which should be interesting because they're running out of in-scope work to do, right? And if you look at this, you'll see a lot of the things that are being worked on, a lot of the things that are done, have an out-of-scope label on them. There just isn't that much in-scope stuff left to do. So I'll be curious on Friday to find out what's the path that we're going in. We talked about taking on some value-add stuff for the community, some stuff that the community maybe has already voted on, but hasn't come to fruition yet, figuring out how to get some of that stuff done. Basically, just some of the fun stuff that the community wants. So I'll let you know on Friday what's going on. But anyway, just to go through this real quick. So ready, this burn wallet for Binance is in the ready column. And we talked about this in a previous video, that a proposal is on Agora to even find out if this is an option or something that we want to put into the next version. And if so, then that will be its own individual proposal. And we'll vote on that and or whatever. But it's ready to go should, I guess, we vote on it one way or the other. In progress stuff. Clean up GitHub branches. This is in-scope work, stuff that, was meant to be done. Research possibility of tiered minimum commission on validator to ensure decentralization. This is a discussion that's happening right now, and it's out of scope work. But we'll see what the outcome of that is. But that's something that the community should be in on as well. So if you have comments about that, leave them in the comment section. And I like to bring those comments, suggestions, comments, questions, whatever, to the team during these Friday meetings and maybe even Monday meetings and anywhere in between that I can get a hold of them. Chat with me on that one. Add. This is a fix. Add GitHub action for upgrade testing. Again, out of scope work. This is an enhancement. Build upgrade testing for the WASM. In-scope stuff. This is infrastructure, and it's a discussion, I'm assuming, about how exactly to go about that. We may have more information on that on Friday. Featuring update WASM to 0.16.7. Right now we're at 16.6. So this would be an enhancement. It is considered a value add, even though it is out of scope. And again, I look forward to hearing some more about this on Friday. If you have any questions or comments about that, let me know. Signature verification failed. So there are some testing and some different bugs and things that they're constantly working on. Please verify account number and chain ID authorized. This is some technical coding stuff that they're working on. There's a question. It's out of scope work. And maybe I'll have some more information on exactly what's happening with that on Friday. And another bug, this classic testnet Rebel 1 accounts API is failing. This is a bug that is in process. They're working on it. All right. Things that are in review. Update IBC Go. It's out of scope work, but it is a security thing, and it is a pretty decent sized job. They've got it listed as it's a high priority because it's a security issue, so that makes sense. and the workload. It's a medium-sized workload. So this is a significant one. It's in review right now. Again, hopefully we'll talk more about it on Friday. Minimal initial deposit is an enhancement, out-of-scope work that's in review. Oracle Mempool Priority by Yun Suk, and I honestly I really don't even know what that is, so I'll try to get some information on that. It's an enhancement kind of thing. Looks like Zardar's taking care of it, so we'll find out more about it. Fix Update Protocol, I'm assuming, right? An enhancement. It's out of scope work, and it is a value add. So the things that are done. Well, let's go back up to the beginning. There's a lot of stuff that's done already. A lot of it is out of scope stuff, right? But a lot of it is in scope stuff too. Updated Docker assets done. The V1 backport add burn tax split logic in scope. It's an enhancement. It's done. This was a bug. New archive node release version 1.0.5 archive taken care of. If it's in the done column, it's taken care of. Backport minimal initial deposit done. Fix the burn tax split bug, that's taken care of. Governance proposal for the COSM-WASM version 16.6 to the version 1.2.0. And as a matter of fact, if you want to read about that, you can go over to Agora. And it is in the governance and proposal section, and it's the WASM version 0.16.6 to the version 1.2.0. Read all about it. It's not very long, and there's actually not even a lot of engagement on it right now. But, you know, that's something that's in the done column. And educate yourself by going over there and reading up on that. Okay. So where were we? Did I skip it? All right. I'm losing my place. Where was I? All right, right here, governance proposal. All right, so implement the IS Oracle TX support in Cosmos SDK version 45.1.1 is also done. Upgrade Golang 1.18 and fix the Hawk security, the ad hoc security vulnerabilities done. Update changelog README documentation done. All this stuff is done, right? So you can go here and you can look through all this stuff if you want to. If you click on any one of them, sometimes you can get even a little more information on them. And there are some things that have been abandoned as well. All right, what I really want to move into before this gets too long, and again, we'll have a more thorough review on this stuff on Friday, right? What I really want to get into is because a lot of this work is done, the in-scope stuff is done, we're going to start moving into, like I said, some kind of just, you know, fun stuff for the community or whatever. The team already wants to start thinking about Q2, okay? And what exactly the community wants to see happen for Q2. What are some of the things that we would like to see worked on? What are some of the utilities or whatever it is that we'd like to see? What is the progress for V2? You know, now the task team has not released what their budget for Q2 is going to be. We don't know, you know, what that is going to be, where that money is going to come from, how much money it's going to be. We don't really know any of that, but maybe part of that is them figuring out what exactly the workload is going to be. What is the community looking for? Now, these things in Q1 are things that were foundational things that needed to happen, upgrades and updates and stuff like that, and we're doing good with that, okay? Now that a lot of that is done, we need engagement from the community in a big way here, all right? We need to hear from everybody, and your opportunity to do that is, you know, kind of now, all right? Let me know in the comment section. Talk to me about ideas that you have, things that you would like to see the team work on in Q2, things that you might like to see other teams work on in Q2, whatever it is, okay? Let's talk about it. You can hit me up on Twitter. If you have me on Discord or, you know, you're in any of my Telegram rooms or anything like that, get to me however you want to get to me. This is a great place in the chat section here. And let's start talking about this, but we're going to be talking about this over the next couple of weeks. We want to get as much information as we can from the community so they know which way to go in Q2, assuming that, obviously there's going to be another proposal that's going to come up for funding for this team for Q2, and it would be really good to have an idea, like they did for Q1, of what the things are that actually are going to be worked on. All right, so let's start putting that together. If you've never commented in a comment section before, but you have some ideas, now is the time. All right, if Q2 comes and these guys are working on things that you're like, oh, why are they working on that? Or they should have worked on this, they should have worked on that. Well, you should open your mouth, right? So we really want to get community engagement, the community project, right? Decentralized, whatever. So let's jump in and figure out which way we're going to go. All right, that's about it. And if you could hit the like button for me, and if you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel so we can get this information out to as much of the community as possible. And I will look forward to hearing from you over the next week or two. And we'll make some plans. All right, y'all. Talk to you later. Ciao.